everyone, welcome back on my YouTube channel. My name is RIJFF and I'm a makeup artist, and I'm so happy that you tuned in today. We are going to be addressing foundations. I've had a lot of questions about it, and for me a good foundation is just like a perfect pair of jeans. So I'm going to talk you through what you need, what kind of skin type you might have, and which kind of foundation you should be looking for. As the summer of 2018 is just around the corner, I'm going to show you what kind of foundation is going to suit your skin the best, that it won't be gliding off your skin when the temperature are rising. So I would say keep watching. I think you're going to love this video. So first of all, step one is always a primer. I've been raving about primers, and one of my favorite primers is the Hydrating Primer by Laura Mercier. That has been a fact for years and years because this primer has benefits. It has hyaluronic acid in it, it has vitamin A, C, and E, so it really plumps the skin and prepares it for anything you will be addressing afterwards. If it's like a really sunny day, you could address a primer like this, and then afterwards just use a little bit of concealer under the eyes, take down any discolorations and skip the whole foundation or BB or CC cream as you go along. But step one is always a primer for me, and if you don't have one, I would definitely invest in a good primer and try this one for sure, the hydrating one. If you have combination skin, try the oil-free version. It has cucumber in there. It's gonna narrow the pores and make sure that you won't shine during the day. And next to that, it's very cooling, and you can use and keep the oil-free primer in it. Another primer I'm really happy about is the Paula's Choice primer, and it has an SPF 30. It's called Smoothing Primer Serum. It definitely smooths the skin out. It has a gel texture, and you can smooth this out. You just need a pea size of this because it's it's silicone based. And usually I don't tend to like silicone based primers as much, but I must say this one is very sheer, especially if you just use a teeny bit and you'll get the effect you want. But it's a very good primer you can try if you want, and a primer I would definitely invest in. There are loads and loads of foundations out there, from BB creams and CC creams to full coverage and semi-coverage. So it's very good to look at what kind of skin do you have, what do you need, and what is your skin actually asking for. As summer is just around the corner, I definitely love a BB or CC cream. BB stands for blemish balm, so it evens out the skin tone and skin color and diminishes blemishes. CC cream is more like a color corrective, especially if you have redness in the skin, it's going to tone that down. One of my favorite products to use during the summer is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. Oil-free, it has an SPF 20 in here. It's very sheer and easy to apply, and it's also just good to apply on the areas that need it. So that could be the cheeks and the chin and a little bit of the nose, and then you leave the T-zone. Make sure that won't be shiny, but don't use it on there. But this is a perfect product, especially if you don't have a problem skin. And this is a product you can use easily because it's sheer, but it does do the trick. It's like a little bit of Photoshop, but not too much. There are a few new foundations on the market, and a few of them I want to be talking about is Nars, and also the Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. They're both kind of new, and they're very nice. What I like about the Nars foundation, and the full name is Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, is that it comes in a wide range of colors and is suitable for a lot of skin tones, which makes me really happy. So it's nice to be able to say that I'm not the darkest shade, but it comes in about 5 shades darker, like Alec Weck kind of color. It is a little bit less transparent. It is more like full coverage. So if you tend to use, or you like a full coverage foundation, then this could be one you could be wearing. I must say that a beauty blender might come in handy, or a brush, because I like sheerness, and by using a brush or a beauty blender, you can really fade it out into nothing. And the other thing is, if you use something like a sponge, your product is going to be absorbed in the sponge, so it will be finished a little bit more quickly, but you can really address the areas you want to address using something like this, which I like. And the other thing is, if you use something like a sponge, use the real one, because there is definitely a difference between the real sponges and all the fake ones you have going around on the internet. So, loving these foundations. I'm actually wearing it today, and the color is Caracas. I blended it in with Macao, so these two colors are my cocktail, because my T-zone is a different color than the rest of my skin. These are amazing products to use, and I like to use my fingers, so it's a combination of fingers and a little bit of brush. That's what I'm using today. The other foundation that I want to be addressing is the new foundation by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's called Hollywood Flawless Filter.
Foundation is used as a base for the rest of your makeup.
I've been trying this. The sheen you get is incredible. It's very dewy, but I must say that if you have a combination to really oily skin, I would recommend mixing it up with or your regular skincare or with a different foundation that has a little bit more coverage, because it's very filtered. It's like a layered filter, but it has like an oily finish. So I would really look into that, but the texture is really nice. It gives that halo glow, but then in extreme. And if that's not what you're looking for, I would recommend mixing it up or maybe try something different. But it's a very nice catch, especially for summer, because it's quite sheer but buildable. So a great foundation. Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. The last two foundations I want to talk about is, just imagine you have a night out and you want your foundation to stay put. And you don't want or don't have any time for any touch-ups at all, then both of these foundations are a perfect catch. One of them is the All Nighter. It's a waterproof long-wear liquid foundation by Urban Decay, and I've tried it on a night out, and it really works. I think it's a little on the thick side, so it would be good to use again like a brush or a sponge to make sure that you can fade it all out. But it's a perfect foundation because of the coverage. If you want coverage to the max, then I would definitely recommend the foundation by Huda Beauty. It's called Fall Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation, and it gives that filtery glow, but it's very, very rich in pigment. So you'll need to fade this out all the way, or again, mix it up with a little bit of your regular skincare, or if you're using a primer like this, use 80% of the primer and 20% of your foundation to get perfect mixture that won't be over the top. But it's definitely another foundation worth trying if you haven't. I've been buying this on the internet because now you can get Huda Beauty in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. But before this you could not. But it's a really nice one to try, especially if you want more coverage. But because I'm a flawless face expert, I really like the dewiness and fading out. So just to demonstrate, if I was putting on foundation, I'm going to use a little bit of my Tinted Moisturizer BB cream, use a little bit of the sponge, start from the jawline outward in, make sure that it's really blending in this area, and I stop here. And then you can use the same sponge and you go in and you go outward. And I'm just demonstrating here, but you can also just use your finger and swipe it out. But the most important is that you won't have any color difference going on between the jawline and your neck. So I hope this makes a little sense to you. So we've been talking about a few of my favorite primers, about BB cream for this summer, which I would recommend. Been talking about full coverage foundations, which you can use, and one of my favorites, like the Nars foundation, and of course the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury, that is worth investing in. And if you have a night out and you really want your makeup to stay perfect, then I would definitely recommend Huda Beauty. or the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's waterproof, so that's also very good. If you have any questions about foundation at all, leave your questions below, and I would say thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!